Hi everyone, it's Stephanie. I hope everyone's staying healthy, staying indoors, finding cool things to do, or surviving like I feel like I've had to do every day. If anyone checked out my story earlier, you'll see that it was definitely an interesting morning. We don't have school anymore for spring break starting this afternoon. So my son was a little pumped. And so while he's pumped, I am taking deep breaths. So to anyone that's homeschooling for the first time, like I am, I hope you're doing well and staying strong. But I do hope everyone is healthy. And what I wanted to do today is really focus on how to properly put on gloves while you're wearing a mask. So as you can see, this is a homemade mask out of some of the fabric I had left over from crafts that I used to do back when I had time. Meaning when my children were way smaller and I was not teaching pro bono. So pretty much what I wanted to talk about is, first, I found a tutorial on YouTube to do these. I can add a link to them in my bio. And they're really not that bad. The only thing is I broke my machine when I made our masks because these are actually elastic shoelaces that we had for our kids, and obviously they're too thick. I didn't have any elastic bands that I could use other than these, and I couldn't get them shipped in time. So these will make do, and then we ended up ordering from a company that had a better coverage. And the reason I did that is I love the fact that they make you a mask and they will make one for a healthcare worker in return. So I really loved finding a company that would do something for someone else and help someone else in need. As you all know, we are all in need and we're in short supply of masks. I don't work at the hospital anymore, and if I had been on the floor, I was working on the floor still, I would actually not be able to be working right now because I am high risk. So I really do depend on everyone else to follow the rules and stay home and only go out if you really have to. But as you know, there are new guidelines. We're supposed to wear face masks. And so yesterday I was watching a video of someone who has over 1 million followers, which, kudos to them. And I'm really proud of them for what they've done. But there was improper use of how to handle their face mask when wearing gloves. So anyone that is a healthcare professional knows if we're watching a TV show and something's not depicted correctly on a show, we may go a little crazy. Same idea if I see someone doing something like that in a video. And instead of complaining about it, I think I'm better off just teaching people how to do it properly. So in this particular case, obviously, we are to put on our face masks before we get out and go into a grocery store. You shouldn't be going anywhere else anyway. But if you are having to go into a store, especially if you couldn't get like an online order, for a pickup and you have to go in, then put on your mask first before you go in. Obviously, my mask, hopefully you can hear me okay, my mask is a little different. It is not going to have the little tapered effect like the ones in the hospital, but for right now, this does the trick. I wouldn't say I love breathing in it for a long period of time, but it is what it is. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is that you put on the mask first, and then what I would like you to do is have a piece of paper with what you need. Don't use your phone as your list. Have everything listed on a piece of paper, and as you find items, you tear the side of the paper so that you are not touching items that are in your purse or your phone or just contaminating things that you're going to be bringing home. So please use a piece of paper and just rip as you go, and guess what? You toss it before you leave the market. So that way, nothing that you're touching, at least on this paper, is finding itself in your car again and then back in your home. So that's a little handy tool. So then you'll just have a couple tears in there, but at least you know what you got, and it's an efficient way to go shopping. So once you leave the market, you're gonna have your mask on, and you're gonna have your gloves on. Now to put on gloves is pretty easy. You're gonna put on your gloves one at a time. Try to get gloves that fit you pretty well. Obviously, mine are a little bit bigger because These were purchased by my husband, who I once complained for purchasing these, and now he has every right to laugh in my face. But these gloves are a little big for me, but they work. I've used them around the house. I am a little muffled. Please excuse that. Now let's say we've done all of our shopping, tossed our list away before we get to our car. Now, I want to tell you this big thing here. Do not use your contaminated gloves. Anything you've touched, consider that contaminating your gloves, okay? Do not touch your face. Although people say, well, I already know that, I promise you, it's good to just keep remembering that. Don't touch your face. Don't touch anywhere around your body, okay? So when you're taking off gloves, it's something that some people just don't, learn. In school, we do a whole class in it in nursing school. So before you touch anything that's on your face, your mask, or your sunglasses, or if you wear glasses, do not touch them with contaminated gloves. Taking off gloves, I always teach this in CPR. You're gonna have to act as if, imagine these gloves are just full of fluid of some sort. That's the best way to imagine contaminated gloves. So you're gonna begin here. You're gonna touch the inside of the palm with your other dirty glove. So you're pretty much touching dirty to dirty. And you're gonna pull off, okay? Now you have this little handy dandy dirty glove that you're gonna then ball up into the contaminated right hand that I have. And you're gonna grab from the inside of the remaining glove, okay? And you're gonna pull it over. So the only thing that's exposed now is the inside of the dirty glove, which should only have your germs on it at this point. Whatever was on your hands before is what's touching the inside of that glove. The other dirty glove is inside. So all you have to do now is toss that set of gloves. Now, after you do that, that's when you put antibacterial on your hands or wash your hands with soap and water, which is the most effective way to clean your hands. And then do not put antibacterial on your hands and then wipe it on your clothes. It defeats the purpose. We all learn in nursing school, and I bet doctors learn it too. Anyone that works in a hospital, you put antibacterial on and you let it dry. You'll see a lot of nurses air drying it because you're not supposed to rub it on your clothes. Then, once your hands are technically clean, you can remove your face mask. You do not touch the face mask with your dirty gloves. Your gloves, consider them soiled in every which way. So I want you to just take that with you. I know this was a long video, but I hope you learned something from it. If you have to, you can wear a bandana if you don't have a mask. I ordered masks. They're going to take a couple weeks to get here. They're cloth masks just like these. They'll just have a better filtration, so I don't feel like I'm breathing into a pillow the whole time, which is not very comfortable. Also, if you want to learn more about gloves and how they're used, it'll probably be more information than you might want, but there's even like a nice step-by-step over at the World Health Organization. They actually have it. So you can just type in how to wear gloves or something along those lines into a Google search, and you'll find this. And guess what? It has all the information on it. It even describes like what kind of gloves there are and what's their purpose. These are not any gloves that you buy at the store like this. These are not sterile gloves. You do not need sterile gloves. You do not want powdered gloves because powdered gloves will actually take away from the ability for you to use antibacterial afterwards effectively. Like I said, the best way to clean your hands is to wash them. But if you don't have that available, have antibacterial with you. I always keep one at the door of my car and pretty much everywhere else because I'm a germaphobe. So our current condition in the world is it's a lot for me to take in, but at the same time, we have to work together. It's better that you learn how to use gloves effectively, spread the word. And anything I can teach you guys, let me know. Put them in the comments if you want to learn something else or you're curious about something. If I don't know the answer, then I will find the answer, or I will at least get someone in your direction that can lead you to the correct answer. So I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Stay healthy, stay home, and order online if you can. Don't forget, use proper techniques with your gloves, your face masks, and keep that social distancing going. Take care, everyone. Bye.